lead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just put down a racist skeleton over it. Right, do that again. There's no Americans in, I know that. They're Canadian. Acceptable based in North America. Irony. We're all familiar with the word irony, how it works. Alanis Morissette, etc. Thousand Spoons song. Last Wednesday there was an important football game. Scotland were playing mighty powerhouse in Europe. And the Scottish Football Association, who pay the wages and look after the guys, advised their players to abstain from alcohol, which is fair enough. Now, these are athletes. They're an international duke representing their country. The least they can do is they have to be for a few days. However, do you know who sponsors the Scottish Football Association? You clever people there. Tenant staff. You couldn't make it up, could you? You're probably thinking they probably won 4-0, JP. But actually they lost 4-0. See, that mighty powerhouse of European football, Norway. So the Norwegians have killed Scotland, having previously murdered Wales. My t-shirt, I'm glad you actually mentioned that because it's a bit tight and the person that wore it before bit. Now Mr Tickle, it was painted by Mr Roger Hargreaves for his son. Adam, who's 8 years of age, said, "Dad, what does a tickle look like?" So he drew this. Now, Mr Tickle comes across as a very easygoing guy, people love him. However, I've actually looked into Mr Tickle's past. He's got a long criminal record. And you're probably thinking, Mr Tickle, how could he have a criminal record? Well, if you've got long arms, there's only one job for you in the world that you can do. Pickpocket. This guy was and is a professional pickpocket. And, as a caveat, if you catch him taking your wallet from your back pocket, he always says, "I'm Mr Tickle. I only wanted to tickle your bottom." Now, where I come from, if you're a stranger and you're ticking other people's bottoms, that makes you a fucking nonce. So, if you're wondering, I am a pickpocket and not a nonce. I have Dean's wallet in my back pocket. Now, talking about Mr Tickle and the other friend, it's no wonder he's fallen into his life of crime. Because if you look at some of the other Mr Men there, Mr Greedy, he's not really Mr Greedy, he's Mr Munchies. We're familiar with Mr Happy, Mr Ecstasy. No, you're not following that? Definition of unlucky, apart from having to stand up here with no microphone and no laughter, is going into DFS, which is obviously bad enough. But can you imagine going into DFS and actually having to spend £3 grand on a sofa? The only person in the world that spends £3 grand. So you get your sofa, you've gone in for a 3-piece sofa, which was very big in the 70s. Nowadays it's 15, 16-piece sofa. You get it home, it's in the bedrooms, in the bathrooms, in the fucking kitchen. It's everywhere in your house, this sofa. So you sit down, turn the telly on, you're bouncing up and down, it's alright, it's £3 grand, rock and leather. Of course it is, sweatshop in China. You turn the telly on comes the DFS advert, it's on every 10 minutes, it's like on a loop. You're sitting there relaxed. There we go, the Daily Mail, white middle class readers, mentally masturbating on the same sofa because they're only going to pay 300 quid. That's bad enough. However, 4 years interest-free credit they get, by which time DFS is going to fold, go into administration, and end up paying fuck all for the same sofa you pay 3 grand. That is the definition of unlucky. The mobile phone, the new Nokia is N96, 97 that's coming out, and this is cutting-edge technology. It's got everything on it. It even allows you to win Come Dine With Me. That's how good that phone is. The Come Dine With Me for something. You want to follow that program? Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you do. You didn't love it. Our friends from the Bar Europe, you seen this program, Come Dine With Me? We do, but we're not fucking answering, John. That's the way it works. Basically, the mobile phone was invented in the 80s, and the whole idea was that you call someone up, spread a bit of happiness, say hello to them. That's all it done. But he wasn't happy with that. He wanted to move into other sectors, other markets, squeeze out other products. Products like the Filofax and the diary. Remember this? You know, somebody was foolish enough to book you for a comedy gig the second time round. Not anymore, it's on your phone. Don't need it. You wanted to go into selling drugs, but you were shit at maths. 8 and 16 to very fucking complicated stuff. You bought a calculator. Don't need it anymore. On your phone. And where am I going with this? You know what's going to be next on there? Your orgasm. Now, I can see you looking worried here, lady. The whole idea is in the not too distant future, Because you're the only lady in here that's noisy. Participation, that's the word. You look like a participating kind of woman. In the future, you want to attach a tiny, tiny, minuscule SIM card to your genitals. Notice I didn't use even the C words there. That would be very vulgar. So you've attached it. Then you join a pornographic website. And depending on how kinky you are, what type of sex you're in, you're all intrigued now. You see this? It's not the orange network there. So on the pornographic website, if you're really kinky, you might need to sex with maybe one person. That's very rare these days. So, you've downloaded your pornographic text, you're fully aroused, press the send button, text straight to your genitals, instant orgasm. Everyone's a winner. However, if you're a guy, you probably don't want to arrive too early, which is the technical word for premature ejaculation. I thought of this, always thinking, join the 3 network. Wait hours, possibly fucking days for the text. Right, let's go with something really funny at the bottom of your wrist. Climate change. Not normally a funny subject, climate change. Problem is, too many cars on the road, CO2 emission is killing us all softly. Not with music, but with toxic fumes. I thought about this, and next year I'm going to collect the Nobel Peace Prize. The Nobel Peace Prize, even 2010, will go to me, because I thought, put a lot of thought into this. My way of reducing the number of cars on the road is to kill all driving instructors. Not a thought put into that. You're probably thinking, sounds good, JP, but the government are not going to go with this, because the amount of revenue we're going to lose is going to kill the economy. How about we open up a nationwide franchise across England where we teach young people how to kill driving instructors? See what we're going is? £30 a week, 2 lessons a week, train them up for 4 months, but don't tell them too much too quickly. You don't want to pass the test straight away. We will then fail 75% of people on the test and then have to do the test all over again. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? You're probably thinking, well, what sort of name could you give this driving school? You know, what are you going to call it? You go to BSM, British School of Motoring, British School of Murdering. You've got a certain ring to it. Right, I'm going to finish off now because we've got more material really, that's the main thing. Teenage males. Now I don't know if you've got this in Finland. We have teenage males over here that have their trousers miraculously do not fall past their knees. And they could be mugging you, running for a bus, eating appetite KFC. Their jeans will not go past their knees. Now, there is some magical substance in there, like Velcro, that stops them going past the knees. Bear that in mind. England is the capital of Europe for teenage pregnancies. So, why don't we get that substance that's in these jeans, sew it into teenage girls' knickers and skirts, and stop them falling down ever so quickly. I'll leave you with that thought. I think I've been absolutely fantastic tonight. For a chance, you guys have been very, very good and very appreciated.